Today I'm making this simple wedding card using my Cricut, using a Cricut font and foil. First, I make my card base by just taking a basic 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and cutting it in half. That gives me 2 card bases. I then score it at 4.25 inches on my Martha Stewart scoring board, and then I create a new project in Cricut. I am setting my grid to partial grid, and then I'm going to make a rectangle that's a little bit smaller than my card base. So my width is going to be 5 inches and my height will be 3.75. I'm going to change it to white since that's going to be the color of the cardstock. And now I'm going to start typing out the font. It's just going to be a very simple message of congratulations to the bride and groom. His name is Williams and her name is Estefania. So I'm just typing out their names and congratulations, and then I'm going to play with the font a little bit. I decided to choose a writing font that's made by Cricut because I didn't have a lot of time to see how the other fonts would turn out. So I went ahead with just a font that's already one that says writing on it. If you'll see that style, it says writing style. And so that helps the text to be a lot smoother when it decides to finally write this. So what I'm doing now is moving the letters closer to each other, and I put them on one of the grid lines so that I can keep it pretty straight. And so I do this with the sentiment congratulations, and then I also do this for their names, Williams and Estefania. Now the Julio or July 22nd, 2017 is a different font. That one is not a writing font. So when you see it written out on the card itself, there is a little bit of a double effect on it, but it still worked pretty good. So here I'm just layering some hearts. There's a design by Stampin' Up! That has hearts that are cut out with a die and they're layered. So I really like that look, and I decided I could recreate it by inserting 2 hearts, and then using the slice feature, I'm able to take the inserts out of that heart. I'm going to use the inside of one of those to make a smaller heart as well to go next to it. So I'll put those together, and again I'm going to slice, and then I can take out those centers. So now I have the hearts that I like, but I still want to have multiples of these. So first I'm going to size them and see how they fit on my card. And then I can drag them over to make additional duplicates of those hearts. So this one I decided that I wanted to duplicate it about 3 times. So I'm going to go back to my original size, and then I'm going to make one that's just a little bit smaller than this heart inside of it. Now this other heart, I'm just going to make a duplicate and just offset it slightly, and that's exactly what I want. So I'm going to group all of these together and move them over and see how everything fits on the card. And now it's ready to go. Now I had to buy this font. This font was $4.99 since I don't have the subscription, but I forgot to do one thing. As you can see, all the letters are individual to be cut out. Well, I don't want that. So I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to go back, move those hearts out of the way, and I'm going to click attach. What attach does is it makes it into truly a draw and cut file. So it will draw these letters out instead of trying to cut them all out. And then it will also cut out this nice little rectangle to be the shape that I need for the insert of my card. On mat number 2 is where all of the hearts are, and those will all be cut out from the Cricut foil. It's Cricut gold foil. Now to do the writing, I'm using a multi-pen adapter that I found on Amazon. I'll link it below, along with this Uniball gold pen. This is one of my favorite gold pens to use. All I had to do was take the adapter out of the accessories, or slot A, and put this one in there. Then it said take my pen and touch it to the cardstock. Then it's ready to go. So I tried it that way at first, and in the beginning it starts out okay, but you'll start seeing, if you look really close, you'll start seeing some very faint drag lines that are on here. So I've let it finish writing out because I wanted to see, I knew I wasn't going to keep this copy by this point, but I wanted to see how off it was at this point. So you can see here when it goes to actually cutting out the rectangle, that gold pen really gets dragged across the paper and makes a lot of marks. So I knew I needed to raise the pen slightly. So I unscrewed it, lifted the pen slightly, and then I did another run, and it came out perfectly clean. Now again, the Julio 22 2017 that you see at the bottom does have a double line because I did not use a writing font there. But as you can see, the congratulations Williams and Estefania, that was with a writing font, and that's why it is so clean. So I really liked how this turned out. I could clean up the double lines very easily by just going over those letters again with that gold pen. So then I just added the gold foil hearts. I put a strip of gold at the top and the bottom, and my card was finished. Thank you so much for watching today. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next time.